Early life and background. Benedict Ekwegbu was born on October 1, 1978, in Nigeria. Hailing from Abia State, a region with a rich football culture, Ekwegbu grew up surrounded by the sport. From a young age, he displayed an innate talent for football, which led to his early involvement in local football clubs. His skill on the field was evident in his teenage years, where he was a standout performer in various youth tournaments. Ekwegbu's passion for football and his raw talent eventually earned him a spot at ABA Power FC, a local Nigerian football club. This was the first significant step in his journey to becoming a professional footballer. His performances for ABA Power caught the attention of scouts from larger Nigerian clubs, marking the beginning of his rise in the footballing world. His formative years at ABA Power laid the groundwork for his future success. He honed his technical skills and football intelligence, which would serve him well throughout his career. Professional career beginnings. After impressing at the youth and local level, Ekwegbu made the leap into Nigeria's more competitive football environment. He joined Enugu Rangers in 1998, one of the oldest and most successful football clubs in Nigeria. At Rangers, Ekwegbu's raw talent began to be refined under professional coaching, and he quickly became known for his pace, technical dribbling, and powerful finishing. His performances in Nigeria's domestic league brought him national recognition. Ekwegbu's ability to break through defenses and score crucial goals quickly caught the attention of football scouts from Europe. The young striker's reputation as a rising star in Nigerian football started to grow, setting the stage for his eventual move abroad. By the early 2000s, Ekwegbu was recognized as one of the most promising footballers in Nigeria, and it was clear that his talents would soon lead him to international opportunities. Peak of his career, European adventure. In 2001, Ekwegbu made the significant move to Europe, signing with 1. FC Kaiserslautern in Germany's Bundesliga. This marked the peak of his career, as he made the transition to one of Europe's top leagues. Ekwegbu's move to Kaiserslautern was a major step in his development as a footballer, as he was now competing at the highest level of European football. During his time with Kaiserslautern, Ekwegbu showed his prowess as a clinical striker. He was a versatile forward who could play in various attacking roles, but his most notable asset was his goal-scoring ability. His physicality and work rate complemented his natural flair, and his style of play quickly endeared him to the Kaiserslautern faithful. Though Ekwegbu did not have a lengthy stay with the Bundesliga club, his contributions during his time at Kaiserslautern were significant. His performances earned him the respect of fans and coaches alike, and his brief but impactful spell in Germany helped to further establish him as a formidable striker. After a short spell at Kaiserslautern, Ekwegbu moved to Bayer 04 Leverkusen in 2004. At Bayer Leverkusen, he had the chance to play alongside some of Europe's top talents. However, his time at the club was not as successful as his previous experience with Kaiserslautern, and he was loaned out to various clubs to gain more playing time. Despite these challenges, Ekwegbu's time in Germany was crucial for his growth as a professional footballer, and he gained valuable experience playing in one of Europe's most competitive leagues. International career. Ekwegbu's skills and performances at club level earned him a call-up to the Nigerian national team. He made his debut for the Super Eagles in the early 2000s, a period when Nigeria's football team was full of talented players. Ekwegbu became a key member of the national team, and his presence in attack was pivotal during important qualifiers and tournaments. He was part of the Nigerian squad that participated in several Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON) tournaments. His goal-scoring ability and work ethic were crucial for the Super Eagles as they sought to challenge for continental honors. While Ekwegbu did not win any major trophies with Nigeria, he was a consistent contributor during his time with the national team, earning several caps and scoring memorable goals in crucial matches. Ekwegbu also played a role in Nigeria's 2002 FIFA World Cup campaign. While the Super Eagles' performance in the tournament was not as successful as hoped, Ekwegbu's contributions were appreciated, and his goal-scoring ability in friendly matches and qualifiers kept him in the national team's regular rotation. Despite not achieving major silverware with the Super Eagles, Okwegbu was regarded as one of Nigeria's most promising attacking talents in the early 2000s, and his versatility made him a valuable asset for the national team during this time. Moved to the Middle East and later years. In 2006, Okwegbu made the move to the Middle East, joining Al Ittihad in Saudi Arabia. This move marked the next phase of his career, as he sought new challenges outside of Europe. His time in the Saudi Pro League was marked by a return to consistent form. And Okwegbu continued to score goals for his club, demonstrating his durability as a professional forward. Okwegbu's time in Saudi Arabia provided him with the opportunity to further showcase his talents in a less competitive environment compared to Europe's top leagues. He adapted well to the new style of play, and his technical ability and experience proved valuable for his team. During his time in the Middle East, Okwegbu won several domestic trophies and was often seen as one of the league's most experienced and accomplished strikers. After his spell in Saudi Arabia, Okwegbu played for other clubs in the Middle East and Africa, but his performances began to dip as he entered the later stages of his career. He continued to be a respected figure on the pitch, but injuries and age slowly started to catch up with him. Retirement and post-retirement. In the years following his retirement from professional football, Benedict Okwegbu has remained involved in various football-related activities. Primarily in Nigeria. He has taken on coaching and mentoring roles, helping young players in Nigeria understand the demands of professional football. Okwegbu is also involved in football administration and continues to offer advice to up-and-coming players in his home country. His legacy as a forward who succeeded in both domestic and international football is cemented, and his contributions to the Nigerian national team remain fondly remembered. Legacy and impact. Benedict Okwegbu's career, while not as internationally renowned as some of his contemporaries, is still a testament to the ability and resilience required to succeed as a professional footballer. He demonstrated his quality in several leagues, including Germany, Saudi Arabia, and beyond, and was a key player for the Nigerian national team during an era of competitive African football. His goal-scoring exploits, both at club and international level, have made him a figure respected by fans, players, and coaches alike. Okwegbu's name is still remembered in Nigerian football. And he is regarded as one of the players who helped put Nigerian football on the map during the early 2000s. His versatility, passion for the game, and his willingness to take on new challenges throughout his career provide inspiration for future generations of Nigerian footballers. Early life and football beginnings. Claudio Paul Caniggia, born on January 9, 1967, in Hullingham, Buenos Aires, Argentina, grew up in a working-class neighborhood where football became an integral part of his life. From a young age, Caniggia displayed exceptional skill with the ball, and by the time he was a teenager, it was clear that he had a natural talent for the sport. His ability to make rapid runs and produce moments of brilliance caught the attention of local coaches, leading him to join the Argentine club, San Telmo. At the age of 17, Caniggia moved to Club Atlético Huracán, marking the beginning of his professional career. It was at Huracán that his undeniable pace, flair, and instinctive dribbling set him apart. Caniggia's quickness and style of play were perfect for the fast-paced, attacking football that was a hallmark of Argentine football in the late 1980s. Breakthrough at River Plate. In 1983, Caniggia moved to River Plate, one of Argentina's most prestigious football clubs. Although his initial time at River was marred by injuries, it was here that he gained recognition for his extraordinary talent. Despite being overshadowed by bigger stars in the team, Caniggia's explosive speed and dribbling skills earned him a place in the team's attacking lineup. His performances with River Plate earned him a call-up to the Argentina national team for the 1985 Copa America, where he made his international debut. He was a key player in Argentina's offensive line, impressing with his ability to break down defenses with speed and directness. His performances caught the attention of football scouts across Europe, and by the late 1980s, Caniggia was ready for the next phase of his career. The move to Europe, success with AS Roma and abroad. In 1989, Caniggia made the leap to European football, signing with AS Roma in Italy's Serie A. His transition to the Italian top flight was not immediate, but Caniggia gradually became a key player in Roma's attack. His blistering pace and ability to exploit space on the counterattack suited the playing style of Italian football, which emphasized defensive solidity and quick transitions. Canigia's spell at Roma helped him refine his tactical understanding of the game, while his undeniable flair was on full display. However, it was during the 1990 FIFA World Cup that Canigia truly announced himself to the world. He played an essential role in Argentina's journey to the final, contributing key goals and assists. One of his most memorable moments came in the quarterfinal match against Brazil, when Canigia latched onto a beautiful pass from Diego Maradona and scored a brilliant goal, which secured Argentina's place in the semi-final. Despite his international success, Canigia's time at Roma was short-lived. In 1992, he moved to Genoa CFC in Italy's Serie A, where he continued to showcase his skills, playing an instrumental role in the team's attacking play. While at Genoa, Canigia continued to evolve as a player, although the club's struggles in the league meant that the focus was often on individual performances rather than collective success. Return to Argentina and success with Boca Juniors. After several years in Italy, Canigia made the decision to return to Argentina in the mid-1990s. He signed with Boca Juniors, one of Argentina's most beloved and successful clubs, and this marked the peak of his career in his home country. The combination of Canigia's pace, technical skill, and now matured football intelligence made him a central figure in Boca's offensive play. During his time at Boca Juniors, Canigia won several domestic titles, including the Clausura in 1996. His dynamic partnership with fellow stars like Diego Maradona in the attacking line helped the club challenge for major titles. Canigia's flair and leadership on the field were instrumental in Boca's success, and his place in Argentine football folklore was solidified. International glory with Argentina. Canigia's contribution to the Argentina national team continued throughout his career. A key player in 1990 FIFA World Cup, he was part of the team that reached the final, though Argentina lost to West Germany. However, it was the 1994 World Cup that cemented Canigia's place in footballing history. He played a crucial role in Argentina's campaign, contributing significantly in the group stages with goals and assists, and leading the team alongside Diego Maradona. Canigia's performances during this period earned him widespread recognition as one of the best wingers in world football. Canigia's international career was defined by his blend of speed, creativity, and finishing ability. He also played in the 1995 Copa America and 1998 FIFA World Cup tournaments, making vital contributions to Argentina's campaigns. Throughout his career, Canigia earned 50 caps for the national team, scoring 16 goals. Later years and retirement. In the later stages of his career, Canigia had brief stints in England with Cardiff City and later returned to Argentina for a short spell with River Plate. While Canigia's playing time decreased in his final years, his impact on the field remained. He retired from professional football in 2004 at the age of 37. Although his later years were not as illustrious as his peak, Canigia's legacy as one of the most electrifying players of his generation remained intact. His unique ability to accelerate past defenders, his exceptional dribbling, and his fearless approach to attacking made him a fan favorite wherever he played. Playing style and legacy. Claudio Canigia's playing style was defined by his exceptional speed, dribbling ability, and attacking instincts. As a winger, he was known for his directness and his capacity to take on defenders, often leaving them trailing in his wake. His combination of pace and technique allowed him to create chances from the flanks and score goals from improbable positions. Whether cutting inside from the wing or making runs into the box, Canigia's contributions to both his club teams and the Argentina national team were undeniable. What set Canigia apart was his natural flair and his ability to perform under pressure, particularly in high-stakes matches like the World Cup. His infamous goal against Brazil in the 1990 World Cup remains one of the defining moments of his career. Moreover, his chemistry with other great players like Diego Maradona elevated his status as one of Argentina's finest footballers. Throughout his career, Canigia was a highly regarded player not only for his abilities but also for his professionalism and determination. He embodied the spirit of attacking football and left a lasting legacy both in Argentina and internationally. post-retirement and influence. Since retiring from professional football, Kanigia has stayed involved in the sport, occasionally making appearances and offering insights into the game. He has also become a symbol of Argentina's golden era of football during the 1980s and 1990s. Kanigia's story is often used as an example of how a player with natural ability and determination can succeed, even in the highly competitive world of European and South American football. While Kanigia's playing days are behind him, his name continues to evoke nostalgia among football fans who remember his explosive pace, his pivotal role in Argentina's successes, and his charismatic personality on and off the field. For younger generations of football fans, Kanigia remains a figure of admiration for his immense talent and the joy he brought to the game. His legacy as a football legend is secure, and he remains one of Argentina's most beloved players of all time. Early life and background. Rabiu Afolabi was born on June 18, 1980, in Kaduna, Nigeria. Raised in a region where football is a significant part of the culture, Afolabi's love for the game began at an early age. Growing up in Nigeria, a country renowned for its passion for football, Rabiu was surrounded by numerous local talents who played the game passionately in the streets, schools, and neighborhoods. His exposure to football early in life spurred a desire to pursue the sport professionally. His parents, though not involved in football directly, recognized his growing talent and supported his dream. They encouraged him to attend football academies where he could nurture his abilities. By his teenage years, Afolabi was already showing great promise as a footballer, catching the attention of scouts and coaches. Early career and development. Afolabi began his career in the youth ranks of Nigerian clubs, where he showcased his talent as a defender with excellent ball skills and tactical awareness. His ability to read the game and neutralize attacking threats made him a valuable asset to the teams he represented. His performances were consistently impressive, and soon enough, he attracted the attention of professional clubs in Nigeria. At the start of his professional journey, Afolabi joined Enyimba International FC, one of Nigeria's top clubs. His time with Enyimba allowed him to prove himself as a dependable central defender. With Enyimba, Afolabi won several Nigerian Premier League titles, and the team was dominant in both domestic and continental competitions. His solid performances earned him recognition across Africa, and his reputation began to grow beyond Nigeria's borders. International recognition and move to Europe. Afolabi's impressive form with Enyimba caught the eye of scouts from Europe, and in 2003, he made the move to Europe to further his career. He joined SV Ried, an Austrian club playing in the Austrian Bundesliga. This move marked the beginning of a new phase in Afolabi's career. As he stepped into the European football scene, which presented new challenges and opportunities. At SV Ried, Afolabi quickly adapted to the more competitive and tactical nature of European football. His consistency in the Austrian Bundesliga earned him recognition as one of the top defenders in the league. During his tenure at SV Ried, Afolabi made significant contributions to the club, helping them achieve respectable league finishes. His performances were not only defensively solid but also showcased his ability to contribute to the attack when necessary, with occasional goals and assists. Peak career and move to French football. The solid performances in Austria opened up new avenues for Afolabi, and in 2006, he signed with AS Monaco, a prestigious club in France's Ligue 1. His time at Monaco marked the peak of his career. Playing in one of Europe's top leagues, Afolabi continued to showcase his defensive skills, helping Monaco secure critical points in the league. His leadership on the pitch made him a crucial part of the team's defense during his time at the club. Afolabi's performances at Monaco earned him further acclaim in European football, and he quickly gained a reputation as a versatile, hard-working central defender who could read the game exceptionally well. During his time in France, he gained invaluable experience, learning from some of the best players in the world and playing against some of the top teams in Europe, such as Paris Saint-Germain and Olympique Lyonnais. In addition to his club career, Afolabi's consistent performances also earned him a call-up to the Nigerian national team. His international career flourished during this period, as he became a regular fixture in the Super Eagles defense, representing his country in Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, tournaments and FIFA World Cup qualifiers. International career and major achievements. Rabiu Afolabi's international career with Nigeria was marked by several major milestones. He made his debut for the Super Eagles in 2004, and from then on, his performances earned him a regular place in the squad. Afolabi was a key part of the Nigerian defense during a period of transition for the team, as they sought to maintain their stature as one of Africa's top footballing nations. He represented Nigeria in various Africa Cup of Nations tournaments, most notably in 2006, where Nigeria finished in third place. Afolabi's leadership and steady defending were instrumental in helping Nigeria navigate through a highly competitive field of African teams. His consistent presence in the back line earned him a reputation as one of Nigeria's most reliable defenders of his generation. In addition to his contributions in AFCON, Afolabi also featured in the 2006 FIFA World Cup qualifiers. He was part of the squad that qualified Nigeria for the tournament, and his performances during the qualifiers helped solidify his place as a key figure in the national team setup. Afolabi's solid defensive play against some of Africa's best sides proved invaluable in ensuring Nigeria's qualification for global tournaments. Club career continues: Turkey, Israel, and back to Nigeria. After his time with AS Monaco, Afolabi continued his professional career in Turkey, where he played for Kocaelispor in 2009. The Turkish league presented another opportunity for him to challenge himself and showcase his abilities in a highly competitive environment. Afolabi continued to demonstrate his leadership and defending capabilities, providing valuable experience to the Turkish side. Later in his career, Afolabi moved to Israel, where he played for Maccabi Netanya. His time in Israel added another chapter to his European journey, and his experience in different leagues made him an even more seasoned professional. His performances continued to be steady, and he helped his teams reach respectable finishes in both league and cup competitions. As his career entered its twilight years, Afolabi returned to Nigeria to play for Enugu Rangers, his home country's prominent football club. He played a pivotal role in the team, helping them in the Nigerian Premier League and other domestic competitions. His return to Nigeria allowed him to finish his career on a high note, sharing his vast experience with younger players and contributing to the growth of Nigerian football. Retirement and legacy. Rabiu Afolabi officially retired from professional football after a distinguished career that spanned multiple countries and leagues. His retirement came after he had solidified his place as one of Nigeria's finest central defenders. While his playing days were over, Afolabi's legacy continued through his contributions to Nigerian football and his role in shaping the future of the Super Eagles. Afolabi is remembered for his leadership, calm demeanor on the ball, and ability to read the game. He was a tough and determined defender who made invaluable contributions to both his club and national teams over the years. His career remains an inspiration to young Nigerian footballers, particularly aspiring defenders who look up to his disciplined approach to the game. In retirement, Afolabi has continued to be involved in football, mentoring young talents and participating in various coaching and development programs in Nigeria. He remains a respected figure in Nigerian football circles and is considered a true legend of the game in the country. Personal life. Off the field, Rabiu Afolabi is known for his humility, work ethic, and commitment to community development. He is passionate about giving back to his community and has been involved in various charity efforts, particularly those that support youth football development in Nigeria. His personal life is kept relatively private, but it is clear that he values family and education, both of which were important aspects of his upbringing. Afolabi is also known for his dedication to maintaining a healthy lifestyle, which has contributed to his longevity in the sport. His disciplined approach to fitness and training has served as a model for many aspiring footballers in Nigeria and beyond. Conclusion. Rabiu Afolabi's football career is a testament to hard work, consistency, and dedication. From his early days in Nigeria to his successful stints in European leagues, Afolabi demonstrated the qualities of a top-tier defender. His leadership, calmness under pressure, and ability to organize his defense made him a standout player in both club and international football. With a career spanning over a decade, Afolabi remains an important figure in the history of Nigerian football and a role model for future generations of footballers. Early life and introduction to football. John Utaka was born on January 8, 1982, in Enugu, Nigeria. Raised in a region where football is the heartbeat of the community, Utaka's love for the game was sparked at a very young age. Growing up in Nigeria, where football is deeply ingrained in the culture, he naturally gravitated toward the sport, developing his skills on the dusty streets and local pitches. His ability to play football was recognized early on, and he joined the ranks of several promising young talents in Nigeria. Utaka's youth career saw him playing for local clubs, where his innate talent and incredible speed quickly caught the attention of scouts. As a child, he had a natural flair for attacking play, a quality that would define his future success as a forward. His journey from the streets of Enugu to professional football was not an easy one, but Utaka's persistence and talent pushed him forward. The early years in Nigerian football. Utaka's professional career began with Enugu Rangers, one of Nigeria's most renowned football clubs. While playing for the club, Utaka honed his skills as an agile and quick winger, impressing coaches with his dribbling, vision, and ability to make runs down the flank. His time at Enugu Rangers marked the beginning of his professional career, and it was there that he began to garner attention from larger clubs across Africa and Europe. His success at Enugu Rangers helped him make the transition to playing at a higher level, setting the stage for his eventual move abroad. His prowess on the field was undeniable, with scouts particularly drawn to his ability to make decisive contributions in attacking situations. Move to Europe, the French chapter. In 2000, Utaka made the bold decision to move to Europe, signing with Le Havre AC in France. It was here that his career began to truly take shape. At Le Havre, he joined the ranks of other young African talents who had made the leap to European football, and he quickly adapted to the pace of the Ligue 2. His ability to make a difference on the wing earned him recognition from coaches and fans alike. During his time at Le Havre, Utaka began to exhibit his full potential as an attacking threat. His speed, technical ability, and creativity made him a dangerous player for opposing defenders, and it wasn't long before bigger clubs took notice. His success at Le Havre paved the way for a move to Ligue 1 side RC Lens in 2004. At Lens, Utaka flourished, becoming one of the top players in the French league. His pace and clinical finishing made him one of the most feared wingers in Ligue 1, and he soon earned a reputation as one of the league's most exciting talents. Career peak, joining the Premier League. Utaka's performances in France, particularly with RC Lens, did not go unnoticed, and in 2006, he made the leap to the Premier League in England, signing with Portsmouth FC for a club record fee at the time. The move to Portsmouth represented a significant step up in Utaka's career, as he was now playing in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. The Premier League stage allowed Utaka to showcase his talents on an international level. His time at Portsmouth was marked by flashes of brilliance, where he displayed his exceptional dribbling skills and ability to make incisive runs. Utaka quickly became a key player for Portsmouth, earning the admiration of fans and pundits for his quick feet and ability to beat defenders with ease. While he was known for his pace and flair, Utaka also proved to be a reliable goal-scoring threat, contributing with goals and assists for his club. His playing style made him a popular figure, particularly with the Portsmouth supporters. During his time at Portsmouth, Utaka helped the club secure significant victories, including an FA Cup win in 2008. The FA Cup victory was one of the high points of his career, as it marked the first time in the club's history that they had lifted the prestigious trophy. Utaka played a role in Portsmouth's historic cup run, and his contributions were instrumental in the club's success during his tenure. International success with the Nigerian national team. Alongside his club career, Utaka was also a regular member of the Nigerian national team, the Super Eagles. He made his debut for Nigeria in 2002 and was a part of the team for several years, representing his country in multiple Africa Cup of Nations tournaments and FIFA World Cup qualifiers. While Utaka's international career was marked by his versatility and skill on the wing, it was also defined by his contribution in crucial moments. His experience in top European leagues provided valuable depth to the Super Eagles, and his pace and creativity made him an important player for Nigeria. He was a member of the squad that competed in the 2006 FIFA World Cup in Germany and later represented Nigeria in subsequent international tournaments. His ability to perform on the big stage was showcased in several key matches, and he quickly became a mainstay in the national team. Later career and move to the Middle East. As Utaka's career progressed, he moved from one major European league to another, with his next destination being the Middle East. In 2011, he signed with Al Nassr, a club based in Saudi Arabia. This move marked a significant change in his career, as he transitioned from playing in top European leagues to the competitive football environment of the Middle East. At Al Nassr, Utaka continued to demonstrate his skill and experience, playing an important role in the team's attacking efforts. His time in Saudi Arabia provided him with the opportunity to experience a different style of football and to contribute his expertise to a team in a developing football culture. Return to France and final playing years. After his stint in Saudi Arabia, Utaka made a return to France, joining Evian Thonon Gallard FC in 2013. He had a few more successful seasons in France, playing in Ligue 1, where he continued to provide quality on the wing. Though his time at Evian was marked by fewer standout moments than his earlier years in France, he remained a professional and reliable presence for the club. Eventually, Utaka's playing career began to wind down, and he made the decision to retire from professional football in the years following his time at Evian. His playing style, characterized by his speed, skill, and attacking contributions, had made a lasting impression on the teams he played for, and he left a legacy as one of Nigeria's most talented and influential footballers. Post-retirement and legacy. Since retiring, Utaka has remained involved in football, though his career has shifted away from the spotlight. While he has not pursued a major coaching or managerial career, his impact on Nigerian football and his contributions to the clubs he played for remain part of his lasting legacy. Utaka is remembered for his exciting playing style, his key contributions in both club and international football, and his role in helping Nigeria reach significant milestones during his international career. He remains a beloved figure in Nigerian football, particularly for his part in the Super Eagles squads during his active years. Main achievements. FA Cup winner, 2008 with Portsmouth, he was part of the team that won the FA Cup. Nigerian national team, represented Nigeria in multiple Africa Cup of Nations tournaments and the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Top-flight football in multiple leagues, played in Ligue 1, Premier League, and Saudi Pro League. French League contributions, helped RC Lens and Evian in Ligue 1, showcasing his talent and experience on the French football stage. Legacy. John Utaka's legacy is marked by his contributions to Nigerian football and his successful career in Europe and the Middle East. Known for his blistering pace and ability to impact the game as a winger, he left an indelible mark on the teams he represented, particularly Portsmouth and RC Lens. His time with Nigeria, where he represented the country on the international stage, adds another layer to his footballing story. Early life and football beginnings. Marcelo Gallardo was born on January 18, 1976, in Merlo, Buenos Aires, Argentina. Growing up in a footballing family, Gallardo was introduced to the sport at a young age. His father, a former football player, instilled a love for the game that would define Gallardo's life. As a young boy, Gallardo's talent on the field was apparent, and he quickly rose through the youth ranks of Club Atlético Platense, a club in the Argentine Primera División. At just 14 years old, Gallardo joined River Plate's Youth Academy, one of Argentina's most prestigious football clubs. His exceptional technical skills and vision for the game quickly set him apart. Gallardo's natural ability to orchestrate play in midfield and his aptitude for scoring goals caught the attention of the senior team coaches. By the age of 16, he was already part of River Plate's first-team squad, marking the beginning of what would become an illustrious career. Rise to prominence, early years at River Plate. Gallardo made his professional debut for River Plate in 1993, at the age of 17. Initially starting as a substitute, he quickly earned a starting role due to his performances in both the Primera División and international competitions. His ability to create assists, take free kicks, and score from long-range shots marked him as one of the brightest young talents in South America. In 1994, Gallardo became a fixture in the team under coach Daniel Passarella. His creativity, vision, and technical ability on the ball helped River Plate win several domestic and international titles. His first major trophy came in 1994 when River Plate won the Apertura Championship, and Gallardo's influence continued to grow as he became a key player for the club. International success and move to Europe. Gallardo's success with River Plate did not go unnoticed, and soon he was attracting attention from top clubs across Europe. In 1999, he made the move to Europe, signing with AS Monaco in France's Ligue 1. His time at Monaco was a turning point in his career, as he adjusted to the higher level of competition in Europe. At Monaco, Gallardo's performances were solid, though not as spectacular as his time in Argentina. He spent several years in Monaco, helping the team compete in the Ligue 1 and UEFA Champions League. In 2003, he was transferred to Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, where he played for 2 seasons. While his time at PSG was marred by injuries, Gallardo still showcased his abilities when healthy. His technical skill, leadership on the field, and passing range continued to be hallmarks of his playing style. However, despite the challenges in Europe, Gallardo remained one of Argentina's most talented players. After a brief stint in Europe, Gallardo made the decision to return to River Plate in 2003, seeking to regain his former glory in Argentina. His return was met with excitement, as fans of the club had eagerly anticipated his comeback. Return to River Plate and domestic glory. Gallardo's second spell at River Plate proved to be a highly successful one. His leadership on the field, coupled with his experience playing at the highest levels of European football, helped elevate the team to new heights. Gallardo once again became the heart of River Plate's midfield, dictating the tempo of the game and creating scoring opportunities for his teammates. In 2004, Gallardo helped River Plate secure another Apertura title. His vision, passing range, and ability to control the tempo of the game made him a vital component of the team's success. He was also instrumental in River Plate's victory in the 2004 Copa Sudamericana, where his performances earned him recognition as one of the top players in South America. Gallardo's experience and leadership qualities were crucial in the team's triumph in these competitions. During his time at River Plate, Gallardo also earned a reputation as a formidable player in international club tournaments. His performances in the Copa Libertadores and Copa Sudamericana helped cement his status as one of Argentina's finest players of his generation. International career with Argentina. Gallardo was a key player for the Argentina national team throughout the late 1990s and early 2000s. He made his international debut in 1995, and his technical skill and playmaking ability made him a valuable asset for the national team. Gallardo was part of Argentina's squad for the 1998 FIFA World Cup, and although he did not play a major role in their campaign, his performances in Copa America tournaments were outstanding. Gallardo played an integral role in Argentina's victory in the 2001 Copa America, providing key assists and scoring crucial goals. His flair and creativity on the ball were essential in Argentina's attack, and his contributions to the national team earned him a spot in the 2002 FIFA World Cup squad. Despite the team's disappointing performance in the tournament, Gallardo's individual contributions continued to impress. He remained a key figure in the Argentina national team throughout his career, although he did not play as large a role in later years due to the emergence of other stars in the national team. Gallardo retired from international football in 2006 after earning 44 caps and scoring 6 goals. Retirement from playing and transition to coaching. After a successful career at the club and international level, Gallardo announced his retirement from professional football in 2012. His final years as a player were spent with River Plate, where he ended his career on a high, with the team winning the 2011 Clausura and returning to the top of Argentine football. Gallardo's transition from player to coach was a natural progression. In 2014, he was appointed as the head coach of River Plate, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his football career. Under his leadership, River Plate quickly became one of the most successful teams in South American football, winning multiple domestic and international titles. His tactical acumen, leadership, and ability to get the best out of his players made him one of the most respected coaches in the region. Coaching career and major achievements. As a coach, Gallardo has transformed River Plate into a powerhouse of South American football. Under his guidance, River Plate won the 2015 Copa Libertadores, defeating Tigres UANL** in the final, and later claimed the Recopa Sudamericana and Copa Sudamericana. One of Gallardo's most significant achievements came in 2018, when River Plate triumphed in the Copa Libertadores final against their archrivals Boca Juniors in a memorable and historic match played in Madrid. Gallardo's tactical decisions and leadership were crucial in this victory, and it solidified his reputation as one of the top coaches in world football. Gallardo's ability to blend youth with experience, as well as his tactical flexibility, has made River Plate a dominant force in Argentine and South American football. His success in international tournaments, particularly the Copa Libertadores, has made him one of the most celebrated figures in the club's storied history. Legacy and playing style. Marcelo Gallardo is widely regarded as one of the most talented Argentine footballers of his generation. His ability to control games from midfield, his technical skill, and his vision made him a player who could both create and finish chances with ease. Gallardo's work ethic, football intelligence, and leadership were key aspects of his playing style, and these qualities have translated seamlessly into his coaching career. As a player, Gallardo was known for his versatility in midfield, his ability to dictate the tempo of the game, and his flair for the spectacular. He had an exceptional passing range and was a set-piece specialist, scoring numerous free kicks and providing key assists for his teammates. He was also a constant threat in the attacking third, using his movement and vision to carve open defenses. Gallardo's legacy, both as a player and the coach, has cemented his place among Argentina's footballing elite. His contributions to River Plate and the Argentina national team have ensured that his name will be remembered for generations to come. Conclusion. Marcelo Gallardo's journey from a talented young midfielder in Argentina to one of South America's most successful coaches is a testament to his exceptional footballing intellect, his leadership, and his dedication to the sport. From winning domestic and international trophies with River Plate to guiding them to historical victories as a coach, Gallardo has etched his name into the annals of football history. As he continues to shape the future of River Plate and Argentine football, his legacy as one of the most influential figures in South American football grows stronger. Early life and beginnings. Solomon "Sol" Campbell was born on September 18, 1974, in Londonderry, Northern Ireland. Raised in East London, Campbell's early exposure to football was heavily influenced by his family in the multicultural melting pot of the city. Growing up in the heart of a working-class neighborhood, Campbell's love for football started at a young age, and he quickly became known for his athleticism, strength, and natural talent on the field. His early years in football were spent in local youth teams, but it wasn't long before his talent caught the eye of professional scouts. Campbell joined the youth system at Tottenham Hotspur at just 14 years old, quickly rising through the ranks due to his exceptional ability. As a teenager, Campbell showcased his potential as a defender, excelling in both leadership and physical attributes. His early coaches at Spurs recognized his intelligence and composure on the ball, as well as his aerial dominance, all of which became trademarks of his playing style. Breakthrough at Tottenham Hotspur. Campbell's first-team debut came at the age of 17 in 1992, marking the beginning of a career that would see him rise to prominence as one of England's most formidable central defenders. Over the course of his time at Tottenham, Campbell's performances were consistently solid, and by his mid-20s, he had cemented his place as one of the premier defenders in the Premier League. His early years at Spurs were characterized by a mix of youthful ambition and the maturing defensive capabilities of a seasoned professional. Campbell was known for his strength in aerial duels, tackling ability, and leadership at the back. His performances earned him a place in the England national team, where his rise to international recognition began. Despite being part of a Tottenham team that struggled to win major trophies during his time at the club, Campbell's individual performances did not go unnoticed. He was widely regarded as one of the best central defenders in England and one of the most consistent performers in the Premier League. By the late 1990s, Campbell was a key figure in both his club and the national team. Peak years and move to Arsenal. In 2001, at the peak of his career, Campbell made one of the most controversial moves in English football history when he left Tottenham Hotspur for Arsenal on a free transfer. The move shocked fans, as Campbell had been a fan favorite at Spurs for nearly a decade. His switch to Arsenal, a club with a fierce rivalry against Spurs, was met with anger and betrayal by many Tottenham supporters, but Campbell's decision to join Arsenal proved to be one of the defining moments of his career. At Arsenal, Campbell found immediate success under the management of Arsène Wenger, who built a team around attacking flair balanced with strong defensive stability. Campbell formed a rock-solid partnership with Kolo Touré at the heart of the Arsenal defense, contributing significantly to their achievements both domestically and in Europe. His commanding presence in the air, along with his leadership and reading of the game, made him a key player in Arsenal's defense. In 2003, Campbell helped Arsenal finish as runners-up in the Premier League, while the team also reached the final of the FA Cup. The following season, his performances were integral to Arsenal's historic 2003-04 unbeaten league campaign, in which they won the Premier League title without losing a single match, a feat that has since become legendary in English football. Campbell was central to the team's defensive success, and his ability to consistently produce top performances in the biggest matches solidified his status as one of the finest defenders of his generation. Main achievements at Arsenal. Campbell's time at Arsenal was highly successful, as he added multiple trophies to his collection. His major achievements with the club include 2 Premier League titles, 2002-2004, 2 FA Cups, 2002-2003, 2 Community Shields, 2002-2004. Perhaps his most iconic moment came in the 2006 UEFA Champions League final against Barcelona. Although Arsenal ultimately lost the final 2-1, Campbell's opening goal in the 2006 final remains one of the standout moments in the history of the competition. His powerful header gave Arsenal a surprise lead, and for a time, it looked as though the Gunners might win the title, but Barcelona's late comeback dashed those hopes. His performances in big games, along with his commanding presence in defense, were key to Arsenal's success during this era. Campbell's leadership, coupled with his ability to read the game and marshal the back line, made him indispensable to Arsenal's defense. Later years at Portsmouth and returned to Arsenal. After his time at Arsenal, Campbell moved to Portsmouth in 2006, where he spent several seasons and enjoyed a successful spell in the Premier League. At Portsmouth, Campbell won the FA Cup in 2008, helping the club to their first major trophy in 58 years. His role in Portsmouth's cup success was a testament to his enduring quality and leadership. Despite his advancing years, Campbell continued to play at a high level, contributing to Portsmouth's survival in the Premier League and their eventual relegation in 2010. After a brief period away from the top flight, Campbell returned to Arsenal in 2010 for a short second spell, further underlining his loyalty to the club and his passion for the game. International career with England. Sol Campbell's international career spanned over a decade, beginning with his debut in 1996 for the England national team. He quickly became a fixture in the defense, forming partnerships with other top defenders, including Tony Adams, John Terry, and Gary Neville. Campbell was an essential part of England's defensive line during several international tournaments, including the 1998 and 2002 World Cups and the Euro 2004 tournament. Although Campbell was known for his leadership and strength at the back, his international career was often marred by England's inability to win major trophies. Despite being a standout performer in World Cup and European Championship qualifiers, Campbell's England teams often fell short in the knockout stages of international tournaments. Notably, his goal against Argentina in the 1998 World Cup, which saw him score in extra time, was disallowed by the referee, a decision that remains one of the most controversial moments in England's World Cup history. Nonetheless, Campbell earned 73 caps for England, cementing his reputation as one of the best defenders in the country's history. His commitment and leadership for England are widely recognized, and he was regarded as a key figure in England's defense for much of the 2000s. Final years and retirement. After leaving Portsmouth, Campbell's career took a final turn with a brief spell at Newcastle United in 2010, before officially retiring from football in 2012. His career had spanned over 20 years, and he had left an indelible mark on English football. Known for his consistency, composure, and leadership, Campbell remains a highly respected figure in the sport. After retirement, Campbell stayed involved in football, working as a pundit and coach. His post-playing career also saw him take on various advisory and mentoring roles in the footballing world. Legacy. Sol Campbell's legacy as one of the Premier League's greatest defenders is firmly established. His leadership, defensive capabilities, and knack for scoring crucial goals made him an iconic figure at both Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur. He is widely regarded as one of the finest central defenders of his generation, combining physical prowess with an astute footballing mind. In addition to his club's success, Campbell's contributions to England are equally notable. He remains one of the most respected defenders in the history of the Premier League, and his career is a testament to hard work, resilience, and the ability to perform at the highest level for over 2 decades. Sol Campbell's place in footballing history is secure, and his impact on English football continues to be remembered by fans and pundits alike. His journey from a young prospect at Tottenham to a legendary figure at Arsenal and a stalwart in the England defence remains a source of inspiration for aspiring defenders around the world. Early life and background. F. Sodge was born on June 2, 1980, in London, England, to Nigerian parents who had moved to the UK in the 1970s. Growing up in a culturally rich environment, F was always surrounded by football, both at home and in the community. His early exposure to the sport came through his local community, where he was encouraged by his family to engage in various sporting activities. Sodge's early footballing education took place in the streets and local parks of London. He showed a natural aptitude for the game, with a particular fondness for defending, and his size and athleticism made him stand out from a young age. He joined Queen's Park Rangers as a youth player, where he started to hone his skills and develop his understanding of the game. His potential was recognized early on, and his journey into professional football was just beginning. Despite facing the challenges of being part of a minority community in England, F. Sodge was able to stay focused on his goals and maintain the support of his family. His early years were spent balancing education and football, as he worked his way up through the ranks of the English football system. He played for various youth teams and local clubs before making his professional debut, and his tenacity and passion for the game were evident in every step of his development. Professional career beginnings. Sodge's breakthrough into professional football came when he signed for Southend United in 1998, where he spent the initial years of his career. At Southend, he quickly became known for his impressive physicality, strong tackles, and aerial ability. Playing as a central defender, F was a commanding presence in the air and was capable of reading the game with maturity beyond his years. His performances at Southend United earned him a move to Gillingham in 2002, a team that played in the Football League Championship at the time. At Gillingham, F. Sodge began to establish himself as a reliable and dependable defender with a knack for scoring goals, particularly from set pieces. His powerful headers and defensive resilience caught the attention of both fans and scouts alike, making him one of the top defensive players in the league. Sodge's style of play was built on his athleticism and natural defensive instincts, which allowed him to excel in both domestic and international competitions. His leadership qualities also began to shine through during this period, with many considering him a future captain material due to his calm and assertive presence on the pitch. Career peak and international recognition. F. Sodge's career reached new heights after his impressive performances for Gillingham. In 2005, he made a high-profile move to Sheffield Wednesday, a club that played in the English Football League Championship. This move was a significant step forward for Sodge, as Sheffield Wednesday were a historically large club with high ambitions, and the move put him in the spotlight of English football. At Sheffield Wednesday, F continued to show his qualities as a tough, no-nonsense defender. He became a mainstay in the starting lineup, providing strength at the back and leadership on the field. His performances for Sheffield Wednesday saw him feature regularly in the English Football League Championship and played an instrumental role in the team's defense. In addition to his club's success, Saj also earned recognition on the international stage. Representing Nigeria in several African Cup of Nations (AFCON) tournaments and FIFA World Cup qualifiers, Saj became a key player for the Super Eagles. His physicality, aerial ability, and versatility made him an important figure in Nigeria's defense during the early 2000s. His debut for the Nigerian national team came in 2001, and he soon became an integral part of the squad. Saj was selected for the 2002 Africa Cup of Nations, where he helped Nigeria reach the semi-finals, contributing solid defensive performances that helped his team progress through the tournament. His inclusion in the squad was a testament to his growing reputation both in domestic football and internationally. Main achievements. Saj's career boasts several important achievements, particularly in domestic and international football. His recognition for his defensive prowess has seen him play at the highest levels of the game both in Europe and Africa. Below are some of his main career highlights. Promotion to the Premier League. During his time at Sheffield Wednesday, Saj played a pivotal role in the team's efforts to secure a place in the Premier League. Although the club didn't manage to reach the top flight during his time there, he was a key figure in their defense. Nigeria national team. Saj represented the Nigerian national team in several AFCON tournaments and World Cup qualifiers. He was part of the squad during the 2002 African Cup of Nations, which resulted in a semi-finals appearance. He also contributed to Nigeria's qualification campaigns for multiple World Cups, making him an essential figure for the Super Eagles. Domestic success. Saj played a key role in multiple Football League Championship clubs. With notable stints at Southend United, Gillingham, and Sheffield Wednesday. He was known for his robust and combative style of play, which made him a fan favorite in all of his club teams. International friendlies and tournaments. He also participated in a variety of international friendlies and tournaments, where his leadership and experience became invaluable for the Nigerian team. The later years of his career. As Saj entered the later stages of his career, he moved to several clubs in search of more playing time and experience. After leaving Sheffield Wednesday in 2008, he had stints at several lower league clubs, including Bradford City, Notts County, and Boston United. His move to these clubs was indicative of his desire to continue playing football while adjusting to the changing dynamics of his career. Despite the reduction in his playing time, Saj's leadership and experience were valued by these clubs. His role as a mentor to younger players and his knowledge of the game ensured that he continued to make an impact even if his role on the pitch was less prominent. His time at Bradford City allowed him to further cement his reputation as a seasoned professional, while his eventual return to Boston United saw him play his final years before announcing his retirement from professional football. Post-retirement. After retiring from professional football, Saj made several contributions to his local community and the world of football. His passion for the sport continued, and he became involved in youth football coaching and development programs. Saj worked with various grassroots initiatives to develop the next generation of footballers, providing coaching mentorship to young players across the country. In addition to his coaching work, Saj became a strong advocate for charitable causes. He has supported initiatives focusing on education, health, and sports development in both England and Nigeria, ensuring that his influence extended beyond the football field. Personal life and legacy. Off the field, Saj is known for his dedication to his family and community. He has always maintained a low-key, private lifestyle, focusing on his post-football activities and continuing to contribute to causes close to his heart. As one of Nigeria's celebrated defenders, his legacy in African football remains secure, with many fans remembering him for his strength, leadership, and tough, no-nonsense approach to the game. Saj's time in the English Football League and his contributions to Nigeria's national team ensured that he became one of the most well-respected defenders of his generation. His career, though not marked by the glittering individual honors seen by some of his contemporaries, was defined by solid, consistent performances and his ability to marshal defenses at both club and international levels. His reputation as a reliable and powerful central defender remains his enduring legacy. Today, Saj continues to be remembered by fans of Southend United, Gillingham, Sheffield Wednesday, and the Nigerian national team as a committed and powerful defender who brought leadership and pride to every team he represented. Early life and beginnings. George Best was born on May 22, 1946, in Belfast, Northern Ireland, into a working-class family. Best's football journey began at a young age, showing early promise as he played in local youth teams. From an early age, Best exhibited remarkable talent, earning a reputation for his exceptional dribbling skills, creativity, and ability to play with flair. His childhood was marked by his devotion to the game, and by the time he was 15, Best had caught the attention of scouts across the UK. Best's professional career began when he signed with Manchester United at the age of 15. He joined the club's youth team in 1961, where his skills quickly caught the attention of Manchester United manager, Sir Matt Busby. Best's natural talent was clear to all who watched him, and it wasn't long before he was promoted to the first team. Early career and breakthrough. George Best made his first team debut for Manchester United on September 14, 1963, at the age of 17. The moment was one of many defining moments in his career, as Best quickly showed that he was more than just a promising young talent. With his quick feet, dazzling dribbles, and ability to beat defenders, Best became an instant sensation. His style of play captured the imagination of fans, and soon he was the subject of international praise. Best's breakthrough came during the 1966-67 season when Manchester United won the First Division title, with Best playing an instrumental role in the team's success. His performances began to draw attention from around the globe, and it wasn't long before Best was recognized as one of the finest players in the world. In 1968, Best's abilities were rewarded when he won the Ballon d'Or, becoming the first and only Northern Irish player to claim the prestigious award. This achievement marked the pinnacle of his early career and cemented his place as one of the greatest football players in the world. Best was not just a gifted footballer, he had a unique charisma and style that made him a global icon. Career peak and legacy at Manchester United. During his time at Manchester United, Best's influence on the field was unmatched. He helped lead the team to victory in the European Cup in 1968, when they defeated Benfica 4-1 in the final, a match in which Best scored a brilliant goal. This victory marked a new era for Manchester United, as they became the first English club to win the European Cup. It also solidified Best's status as one of the best players in world football. Best's relationship with the club and its fans was one of love and adoration. His flair, audacity, and stylish play made him a fan favorite. He was as comfortable dribbling past defenders as he was finishing with precision, and his playing style was often compared to that of other greats like Pelé and Johan Cruyff. Off the field, however, Best's lifestyle was controversial. He lived life in the fast lane, with his penchant for partying and high-profile relationships often making headlines. His love for the celebrity lifestyle was well known, and while it added to his charm, it also led to difficulties in maintaining consistent form on the pitch. Despite his sometimes tumultuous personal life, Best's playing ability was never in doubt. Challenges and decline at Manchester United. Despite his undeniable talent, Best's time at Manchester United was marked by tension with management. Sir Matt Busby, although a supporter of Best's skill, often struggled with the young player's off-field behavior. This created friction within the club, and while Best continued to deliver on the pitch, his relationship with United began to sour as the years went on. In 1972, after winning multiple domestic titles and European accolades with the club, Best's time at Manchester United came to an end. His performances, once electric, began to dip as personal distractions took their toll on his career. Although he was still capable of magic on the pitch, his time with Manchester United was now over. Best's final years at United were marred by conflicts with management and the growing realization that his off-field lifestyle was beginning to affect his game. Despite this, he left behind an incredible legacy, both at Manchester United and in the world of football. Later career and move to other clubs. After leaving Manchester United in 1974, George Best embarked on a series of moves to clubs across the globe. He played for Stockport County, Fort Lauderdale Strikers, Los Angeles Aztecs, San Jose Earthquakes, and Hibernian. Each move marked a different phase in his career, and while he was still capable of brilliant moments, he was never able to recapture the heights of his earlier years at Manchester United. In 1976, Best signed for the Fort Lauderdale Strikers in the North American Soccer League, NASL, where he became an international star in the United States. His time in the NASL brought him a new fan base and allowed him to show his talents in a different environment. However, his form began to decline, and after leaving the Strikers, Best continued to bounce around various clubs in a series of short stints that were often marked by inconsistency. His time in Scotland with Hibernian was a brief but memorable period. He played for the club for one season before leaving the professional game for good. Retirement and personal life. After retiring from professional football, Best remained in the public eye due to his celebrity status. He made occasional appearances on television and continued to live a high-profile life. Unfortunately, his off-field habits, particularly his struggle with alcohol, overshadowed his footballing legacy in the later years. Despite his struggles, Best was never forgotten by the football community. His name remains synonymous with flair, creativity, and brilliance on the football pitch. In 2005, George Best passed away at the age of 59, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire generations of footballers. Main achievements: Ballon d'Or winner, 1968. European Cup winner, 1968. English First Division champion, 1965, 1967. FA Cup winner, 1963. UEFA European Championship, Northern Ireland. Best helped Northern Ireland qualify for the 1982 World Cup, although they did not progress past the group stages. Legacy: George Best is remembered not only for his exceptional footballing abilities but also for his status as one of the most charismatic and complex figures in the history of the sport. His legacy lives on in the stories told by football fans worldwide. Best remains an enduring symbol of talent, passion, and a reminder of how football can elevate someone to iconic status. His talent and charm have made him a football legend whose name will always be associated with the history of Manchester United and the beautiful game. Early life and background: Ifeanyi Udeze was born on October 22, 1980, in Lagos, Nigeria. Raised in a country with a rich football culture, Udeze's early life was shaped by his passion for the sport. Like many Nigerian youths, he grew up playing football in the streets, where he began to display his skills as a natural athlete. His talent was evident from an early age, and he quickly caught the attention of local coaches and scouts. Udeze's upbringing was centered around football, and he began his formal training at youth academies in Nigeria. His technical abilities, coupled with his strong physical presence and understanding of the game, set him apart from his peers. This early exposure to football would become the foundation for his professional career. Early career in Nigeria: Udeze's professional career began in Nigeria, where he played for Enyimba International FC, one of the country's top clubs. Enyimba, based in ABA, has a storied history in Nigerian football, and it was the perfect platform for Udeze to showcase his skills. His time at Enyimba helped him develop his game and gave him the opportunity to play in continental tournaments, further enhancing his reputation. His performances at Enyimba did not go unnoticed. Udeze was known for his versatility as a defender, able to play both as a central defender and as a fullback. His consistency and strong performances in the Nigerian Premier League, coupled with his international experience in CAF Champions League competitions, made him a key figure in the team. By the early 2000s, Udeze was ready to take his career to the next level, and it wasn't long before he made the leap to European football. Move to Europe, a journey to Greece. In 2003, Ifeanyi Udeze made the significant move to Europe, joining PAOK Salonika, a top-tier Greek football club. His move to Greece marked a turning point in his career, as he began playing in one of Europe's most competitive leagues, the Greek Super League. The transition from Nigerian football to the Greek top division was challenging. But Udeze quickly adapted to the pace and physicality of European football. At PAOK, Udeze quickly established himself as a key player in the defense. His solid defensive skills, leadership, and ability to read the game made him an integral part of the team. Over the course of his tenure with PAOK, Udeze became known for his reliability, whether he was playing as a central defender or as a left-back. His performances were impressive enough to earn him a reputation as one of the top defenders in Greece during his time in the league. In addition to his domestic performances, Udeze also played an important role in European club competitions. PAOK competed in both the UEFA Cup and Champions League qualifiers during Udeze's time at the club, which provided him with valuable experience playing at the highest level in European football. Peak of his career, international success with Nigeria. Ifeanyi Udeze's international career with the Nigeria national team began in 2001. He was called up to the Super Eagles at a time when Nigeria was a dominant force in African football. Udeze was part of the team during one of its golden generations, playing alongside legendary players like J.J. Okocha, Nwankwo Kanu, and Obafemi Akinwunmi Akinbiyi. Udeze's primary role in the national team was as a defender, but his versatility allowed him to play in several positions across the back line. He was known for his solid defensive contributions, pace, and ability to neutralize opposing attackers. His tactical understanding of the game allowed him to form strong defensive partnerships with other key players in the squad. One of the standout achievements of Udeze's international career came during the 2002 Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, where Nigeria finished in third place. Udeze played an integral role in helping Nigeria secure a podium finish, and his contributions were highly praised. He also represented Nigeria in World Cup qualifiers, although Nigeria did not qualify for the 2006 World Cup in Germany. Beyond his AFCON success, Udeze was part of the squad for various international friendly matches and tournaments, where he continued to demonstrate his defensive prowess. He earned over 50 caps for the Super Eagles during his time with the national team. Decline and transition, move to Turkey and final years. After several successful seasons in Greece, Ifeanyi Udeze moved to Turkey in 2007, joining Kasımpaşa SK, a club in the Turkish Super League. Udeze's move to Turkey was motivated by a desire to play in one of Europe's competitive leagues once again and to further his career. However, his time in Turkey was not as fruitful as his time in Greece. Although Udeze continued to put in solid performances for Kasımpaşa, he was no longer the dominant figure that he had been at PAOK. Injuries began to take their toll, and Udeze found himself in a more challenging situation as he faced competition for a starting spot. Nonetheless, he continued to play for Kasımpaşa and contributed to the team's efforts in both domestic league matches and Turkish Cup competitions. In 2010, Udeze made the decision to retire from club football, ending his career after playing in Europe for over a decade. His decision was influenced by a combination of factors, including injuries, age, and the evolving nature of his football career. Legacy and post-retirement. After retiring from professional football, Ifeanyi Udeze remained active in the football community. He became involved in coaching and football development, particularly in Nigeria. As a former national team player with extensive European experience, Udeze has used his knowledge of the game to mentor younger players and assist in the growth of Nigerian football. Udeze's legacy is primarily built on his consistency and leadership as a defender. He was known for his reliability on the pitch, whether playing in high-stakes matches for PAOK or representing Nigeria on the international stage. His versatility and tactical awareness made him a valuable asset to every team he played for, and his contributions to Nigerian football, particularly in the early 2000s, have left a lasting impact. Despite stepping away from playing professionally, Udeze continues to be remembered fondly by Nigerian football fans, and he remains one of the respected figures of his generation in Nigerian football history. Personal life. Off the pitch, Ifeanyi Udeze is known for his humble personality and community-focused lifestyle. He has maintained a low profile since retiring, preferring to stay away from the limelight while still being involved in charitable work, particularly in the development of grassroots football in Nigeria. Udeze is also a family man, and his personal life is characterized by his love for his family and his commitment to giving back to his community. As a former footballer, Udeze has also used his platform to promote health and fitness, particularly among young Nigerians, encouraging them to stay active and pursue their dreams. Conclusion. Ifeanyi Udi's football career is a story of determination, versatility, and resilience. From his early years in Nigeria to his successful stints in Europe, Udi's exemplified the traits of a reliable and skilled defender. His success with PAOK Salonika and his role in Nigeria's national team during the early 2000s remain some of the highlights of his career. While injuries and competition may have limited his later years, Udi's legacy as one of Nigeria's finest defenders remains intact. Today, he is remembered as a key figure in Nigerian football, both as a player and as a mentor to the next generation of footballers. Early life and background. Austin Ajayi was born on April 8, 1984, in Kaduna, Nigeria. His early years were marked by a passion for football, a sport deeply embedded in Nigerian culture. Growing up in a country known for producing world-class football talent, Ajayi's interest in the game was nurtured by his surroundings. Football was a way of life, played not only in stadiums but also in the streets, schools, and local neighborhoods, giving the young Ajayi ample opportunities to practice and hone his skills. Ajayi's talent as a goalkeeper began to manifest during his school years, where he played in local competitions. His ability to read the game and make crucial saves caught the attention of scouts, leading him to pursue a more professional career in football. From a young age, it was clear that Ajayi had the potential to succeed at the highest levels of the sport. Early career and rise to prominence. Ajayi's professional journey began in the Nigerian domestic leagues. His first significant club experience came with JUTH FC, Jos University Teaching Hospital Football Club, where he played as a goalkeeper. It was during his time with JUTH that Ajayi's performances began to catch the eye of scouts from bigger clubs, and soon he was making waves as one of Nigeria's most promising goalkeeping talents. His time at JUTH allowed him to develop his game, refining his shot-stopping ability and his command of the penalty area. In 2002, Ajayi made a significant move to Enyimba International FC, one of Nigeria's premier clubs. At Enyimba, Ajayi further developed his skills, becoming a key player for the team. The club's success in domestic football and continental competitions provided him with ample exposure, helping to elevate his profile. At Enyimba, Ajayi was part of the squad that won the Nigerian Premier League, a testament to his contribution to the team's solid performances. Breakthrough to international football. Austin Ajayi's breakthrough on the international stage came in 2002, when he was called up to represent Nigeria in the FIFA World Cup in South Korea and Japan. Though he did not play in Nigeria's opening matches, his inclusion in the national squad was a clear signal of the high regard in which he was held within Nigerian football circles. His World Cup inclusion was a stepping stone, and it allowed him to cement his place as a regular member of Nigeria's Super Eagles. Ajayi went on to represent Nigeria in several Africa Cup of Nations (AFCON) tournaments, beginning in 2002. His first major contribution on the international stage came at the 2002 AFCON, where Nigeria finished third. His consistent and composed performances in goal were vital to Nigeria's solid defensive showing. He continued to earn caps for the Super Eagles and became a vital part of the team as they competed in various regional and international competitions. Ajayi's style of goalkeeping, marked by his agility, sharp reflexes, and excellent shot-stopping ability, made him a fan favorite. His reputation as one of Africa's top goalkeepers grew steadily, and by the mid-2000s, he was regarded as one of the key figures in the Super Eagles. European career. Austin Ajayi's success with the Nigerian national team opened doors to European football. In 2005, he made the move to Europe, joining the French club Bastia, which was then competing in Ligue 1. Ajayi's time at Bastia was a major chapter in his career, as it marked his entry into one of Europe's top leagues. His performances in Ligue 1 proved that he could hold his own in a highly competitive environment. Ajayi quickly became known for his consistency and composure in goal, helping Bastia remain competitive in a tough league. During his time in France, Ajayi played in numerous Ligue 1 fixtures, and his shot-stopping ability became well regarded. His time at Bastia was not just about showcasing his individual talents but also about learning and adapting to the fast-paced, technical style of European football. After several seasons at Bastia, Ejaid moved to Maccabi Haifa in Israel in 2008, where he continued his European adventure. At Maccabi Haifa, he was once again able to showcase his goalkeeping prowess on the international stage. And his performances in the Israeli Premier League earned him recognition across Europe. His time in Israel allowed him to add more international experience to his resume while playing in both domestic and international club competitions like the UEFA Champions League and Europa League. Peak career and major achievements. Throughout his career, Austin Ejaid built a reputation as one of the top goalkeepers in Africa and in European football. Some of his key achievements include Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, success. Ejaid was an important member of the Super Eagles squad that participated in several editions of AFCON. His performances in the tournament helped Nigeria secure impressive finishes, including a third-place finish in 2002 and runners-up finishes in 2006 and 2010. World Cup appearances. Ejaid represented Nigeria at the 2002, 2006, and 2010 FIFA World Cups, showcasing his talents on the world stage. His performances helped solidify his reputation as a reliable goalkeeper at the highest levels of competition. Domestic titles. With Enyimba FC, Ejaid won multiple Nigerian Premier League titles and contributed to the club's dominance in Nigerian football. His time in Israel also saw him lift the Israeli Premier League title with Maccabi Haifa, adding another league title to his collection. Throughout his career, Ejaid was known for his excellent positioning, leadership, and ability to command his defense. His resilience and longevity in both domestic and international football cemented his place as one of the finest African goalkeepers of his generation. Later career and retirement. In the latter stages of his playing career, Ejaid moved to play in more minor European leagues and returned to Nigeria before finally announcing his retirement. After leaving Maccabi Haifa in 2013, Ejaid continued playing for several years with clubs in Turkey and Nigeria before finally deciding to retire from professional football in 2017. His decision to retire came after an illustrious career, during which he became an iconic figure in Nigerian football. Even after his retirement, Ejaid remains involved in the sport, focusing on coaching, football development, and sharing his experiences with younger generations of players. His influence on Nigerian football continues to be felt, and he is widely respected by both fans and former teammates. Legacy and impact. Austin Ejaid's legacy as one of the finest African goalkeepers is secure. His dedication to the sport, his leadership on the field, and his ability to rise to the occasion in important matches have left a lasting impression on Nigerian football. He played in some of the biggest tournaments in world football, including the FIFA World Cup and the Africa Cup of Nations, and was part of Nigeria's golden generation during the early 2000s. Ejaid is also remembered for his resilience. Despite facing competition for the starting goalkeeper position in the Super Eagles, he consistently maintained his level of performance, showing mental strength and determination. His calm demeanor and command over his defense were qualities that made him a trusted figure in the Nigerian national team. Beyond his achievements on the field, Ejaid has contributed to the growth of football in Nigeria through his post-retirement involvement in coaching and mentoring young players. His efforts to improve the game at the grassroots level ensure that his influence extends beyond his playing days. Personal life. Off the field, Austin Ejaid is known for his humble and grounded nature. He has always emphasized the importance of discipline, hard work, and education, encouraging young footballers to focus on their studies and career development. Ejaid has remained involved in several charitable causes, particularly those that support the development of young athletes in Nigeria. As of today, Ejaid remains a figure of admiration for many aspiring footballers in Nigeria, and his legacy as a goalkeeper continues to inspire new generations of Nigerian footballers aiming to follow in his footsteps. Early life and football beginnings. José Luis Chamet was born on February 20, 1970, in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Growing up in a football-crazy country, it was almost inevitable that Chamet would be drawn to the sport. From a young age, he displayed the qualities that would make him a standout player: dedication, discipline, and an inherent understanding of the game. Chamet began his football career in the youth teams of Vélez Sarsfield, one of Argentina's most prestigious clubs. Like many great players, his early years were marked by hard work and perseverance, playing alongside talented teammates who would later make their own names in world football. As a central defender, Shamet was a natural leader, combining both tactical awareness and an unyielding commitment to defending. His time in the youth system at Vélez Sarsfield was the foundation upon which his career would be built. At the age of 18, he made his senior debut for the club in 1988, rapidly showcasing his talent and becoming a key figure in the team's defense. His calm composure under pressure and no-nonsense defending quickly caught the eye of coaches and scouts, both in Argentina and internationally. Rise to prominence, Vélez Sarsfield and the Argentine national team. Shamet's big breakthrough came with his performances for Vélez Sarsfield. By the early 1990s, Vélez had become one of the dominant forces in Argentine football, and Shamet was integral to the club's success. His exceptional defensive qualities, including his aerial prowess and physicality, made him a reliable figure at the back. As Vélez challenged for domestic and international titles, Shamet's reputation as one of the best central defenders in Argentina grew. His consistency in the Argentine League earned him a call-up to the Argentina national team. Shamet made his international debut in 1991, and it didn't take long for him to become a regular in the national side. During the 1994 FIFA World Cup, Shamet was a key defensive figure for Argentina, helping his team reach the quarterfinals. Although the team's campaign ended in disappointment, Shamet's solid performances were a bright spot. Throughout his time with Vélez, Shamet continued to improve his game, becoming a vital part of their defense as they claimed multiple Argentine championships. His leadership on the pitch was invaluable, and he became known for his ability to read the game and make crucial interventions. Move to Europe, Lazio and international glory. In 1996, after years of success at Vélez Sarsfield, Shamet made the move to Europe, signing with Lazio, one of Italy's top Serie A clubs. The transition to European football was challenging, but Shamet adapted well to the more tactical style of play in Italy. His ability to remain composed under pressure, combined with his physicality and leadership, made him an excellent fit for the Italian league. At Lazio, Shamet played alongside some of the best players in the world, including Alessandro Nesta, Diego Simeone, and Ciro Ferrara. His time in Italy saw him grow further as a player, learning from the experience of playing in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. Shamet played an integral role in Lazio's defense during the late 1990s and early 2000s, winning both domestic and international titles, including the Serie A title in 2000. During this period, Shamet was also a regular feature in the Argentina national team, contributing to the 1998 World Cup campaign, where Argentina reached the quarterfinals. Although Argentina did not win the tournament, Shamet's defensive solidity and experience made him a reliable figure in the team. He was also part of the squad that won Copa America in 1993, an achievement that further solidified his place in Argentine football history. Peak years, domestic and international success. Shamet's peak years came during his time at Lazio, where he helped the club secure its first Serie A title in over 20 years in the 1999-2000 season. His leadership and solid performances at the heart of the defense were instrumental in the club's success. In addition to the Serie A title, Shamet was part of the team that won the Coppa Italia and the Supercoppa Italiana in 1998 and 2000. On the international stage, Shamet continued to be a crucial part of the Argentina national team. His role as a defender was vital to the team's successes during this period. He was known for his ability to mark the opposition's most dangerous attackers, as well as his strong performances in aerial duels and his tough tackling nature. Although Argentina faced some difficulties in major tournaments during this time, Shamet's reliability remained a constant. Later career, international moves and return to Argentina. As he entered the final stages of his career, Shamet moved to Spain, where he played for Atletico Madrid. Though his role at the Spanish club was not as prominent as in his earlier years, he still managed to bring his defensive expertise to La Liga, helping the team in key matches. His spell in Spain was followed by a move to Boca Juniors, one of Argentina's most successful and popular clubs. At Boca Juniors, Shamet continued to bring leadership and defensive stability to the team. While his playing time was somewhat reduced due to his age, he still managed to contribute to the club's successes in domestic competitions. His time at Boca Juniors also allowed him to work under the tutelage of some of the best Argentine coaches, including Carlos Bianchi, further enhancing his understanding of the game. By the time Shamet retired from playing in 2007, he had enjoyed a well-rounded and successful career, both domestically and internationally. His last years as a player were spent imparting his wealth of knowledge and experience to younger generations of players, both in Argentina and abroad. Playing style and legacy. José Shamet was known for his robust and intelligent style of play. As a central defender, he excelled in reading the game, positioning himself effectively to break up opposition attacks. His physical presence made him difficult to bypass, and his strength in aerial duels was a significant asset to his teams. Though not the most stylish defender, Shamet's no-nonsense approach and consistent performances made him a key figure in every team he played for. In addition to his defensive abilities, Shamet was also known for his leadership on the pitch. He captained several of the teams he played for, and his experience was invaluable during key moments in matches. Shamet's resilience, commitment to the game, and ability to lead from the back have earned him a respected place in Argentine football history. Shamet was also an influential figure for the Argentina national team, where his consistent presence in defense helped stabilize the back line during some of Argentina's most successful campaigns. Though he never earned the same level of fame as some of his contemporaries, such as Diego Maradona or Gabriel Batistuta, Shamet's contributions to Argentina's international success cannot be overlooked. Post-retirement and coaching career. After retiring from professional football, José Shamet transitioned into coaching. He has since worked with various clubs, including in Argentina and the United States, where he brought his knowledge and understanding of the game to the next generation of footballers. Shamet's post-retirement career has allowed him to stay connected to the sport he loves, and his influence as a coach is becoming more evident as he takes on new challenges. Though his coaching career is still in its early stages, there is little doubt that Shamet's experience and football IQ will continue to shape the players and teams he works with in the years to come. In the history of Argentine football, José Shamet will always be remembered as a stalwart defender, a player who embodied the values of resilience, leadership, and tactical awareness. His career serves as an example of how dedication and hard work can elevate a player from humble beginnings to the heights of both club and international football. Early life and background. Julius Agahoa was born on December 12, 1982, in Benin City, the capital of Edo State in southern Nigeria. Raised in a region known for its love of football, Agahoa was introduced to the sport at a young age, as it was a significant part of the culture in his community. His early exposure to football was largely informal, playing with local children in the streets, and he soon developed a deep passion for the game. From an early age, Agahoa showed a natural flair for football. His ability to outpace defenders and his goal-scoring instincts quickly caught the attention of local scouts. Encouraged by his family and coaches, Agahoa pursued his dream of becoming a professional footballer. His journey into the sport began at the Bendel Insurance Football Club, one of the oldest football clubs in Nigeria. At Bendel Insurance, he began to make his mark as a talented and promising forward, known for his speed, dribbling, and clinical finishing ability. The competitive nature of Nigerian football leagues, coupled with his strong work ethic, helped Agahoa rapidly gain prominence. His time at Bendel Insurance was pivotal in shaping his career, laying the foundation for his eventual rise to international fame. Professional career beginnings. Agahoa's professional career took a major leap in 2000 when he signed for Dynamo Kiev, a top-tier Ukrainian club. His time in Ukraine was crucial for his development as a footballer. At Dynamo Kiev, he was exposed to higher levels of competition and gained valuable experience playing in European tournaments. Though his time in Ukraine was relatively brief, Agahoa's skills began to catch the eyes of even bigger clubs. In 2002, Agahoa made a more high-profile move to Shenyang Dongjin in China, which helped to elevate his profile even further. His performances in the Chinese Super League were marked by his powerful presence in the box and ability to turn games around in moments. During his time with Shenyang Dongjin, Agahoa became known for his knack for scoring crucial goals. and his consistency was a major asset to the team. Despite the relative obscurity of playing in the Chinese league, Agahoa's time there was key in furthering his career, giving him the exposure and experience necessary for his next big move. Peak of his career. The peak of Agahoa's career came when he moved to the Ukrainian Premier League to join Shakhtar Donetsk in 2005. At Shakhtar Donetsk, Agahoa enjoyed the most successful period of his career, both at the club and international level. His talent as a forward, combined with the attacking style of football at Shakhtar Donetsk, enabled him to thrive in one of Europe's more competitive leagues. During his time at Shakhtar Donetsk, Agahoa was an important figure in the team's domestic successes. He played a significant role in the club's pursuit of trophies, including helping Shakhtar Donetsk win the Ukrainian Premier League and the Ukrainian Cup. His goal-scoring record was impressive, and he became one of the most reliable forwards for the club, with his speed and clinical finishing becoming hallmarks of his playing style. Agahoa's consistent performances at the club level earned him a regular spot in the Nigerian national team, further increasing his international recognition. He was a crucial member of the Super Eagles during their campaigns in AFCON, Africa Cup of Nations, and FIFA World Cup qualifiers. His standout moment came during the 2002 FIFA World Cup when he scored a brilliant goal against Angola in the opening round, showcasing his flair, speed, and technical abilities. This goal became one of his most memorable contributions to the Nigerian national team. In addition to his strong club performances, Agahoa's flair and personality on the field endeared him to fans. His distinctive goal celebration, a backflip, became iconic, symbolizing his joy and passion for the game. Throughout his career, he remained known for his infectious enthusiasm and his ability to bring excitement to any match. International career and main achievements. Agahoa's international career was a defining aspect of his football journey. He made his debut for the Nigerian national team in 2002, where he quickly established himself as a key forward for the Super Eagles. Throughout his time with Nigeria, Agahoa made numerous appearances in AFCON tournaments, where he helped the team reach significant milestones, including a third-place finish in the 2002 Africa Cup of Nations. He was also part of the 2002 FIFA World Cup squad, playing a vital role in Nigeria's journey to the round of 16. Agahoa's performances in international competitions solidified his reputation as a skilled and reliable forward, capable of making an impact on the biggest stages. At the club level, Agahoa won multiple domestic and international titles with Shakhtar Donetsk, including Ukrainian Premier League titles, 2005, 2006, 2008. Ukrainian Cup, 2005, 2008. UEFA Cup, 2009. Although Agahoa was no longer with the club when Shakhtar won the title, he played a key role in the team's development during his time at the club. His time at Shenyang Dongjin and Dynamo Kiev also contributed to his career success, with Agahoa achieving consistent performances, including notable goal-scoring feats in international club competitions. Last years of football. As with many players, Agahoa's career slowed as he entered the later stages of his professional journey. After leaving Shakhtar Donetsk in 2009, Agahoa continued to play in a variety of leagues around the world. He moved to Kayserispor, a club in the Turkish Super League, where he continued to showcase his skills until 2011. His time in Turkey was marked by sporadic appearances and a decline in playing time, as age and injuries began to catch up with the once quick and energetic forward. Agahoa's final years in football saw him play for Enyimba International in Nigeria, a club where he briefly returned to his roots. However, by the end of his playing career, Agahoa had transitioned from being a regular starter to a more supportive, veteran figure within the squad. Post-retirement and legacy. After retiring from professional football, Julius Agahoa remained involved in various football-related activities, including coaching and charity work. Known for his commitment to his community and his country, Agahoa has remained a respected figure in Nigerian football, participating in numerous outreach programs aimed at helping young, aspiring players in Nigeria. Though his playing career was primarily defined by his performances in Europe and international tournaments, Agahoa's post-retirement work in football development and mentoring the next generation of players demonstrates his ongoing commitment to the sport. In terms of legacy, Agahoa is remembered as one of the most dynamic Nigerian forwards of his generation. His speed, technical ability, and knack for scoring in crucial moments made him a favorite among fans of the Super Eagles and club supporters alike. His iconic backflips after goals and his infectious enthusiasm for the game have left a lasting imprint on Nigerian football. Julius Agahoa's legacy in the sport is not just defined by his individual skills but also by the joy and passion with which he played the game. For Nigerian football fans, he remains an important figure whose name will forever be linked with the golden era of Nigerian football in the early 2000s.